Hey guys, this is Lucky from NETCODEGUIDES, and today I'll be showing you an AK-47 weapon guide on basically everything in terms of crosshair placement, spraying, tapping, bursting, um, and stuff like that. So anyways, yeah, so here we go. First things first, with the AK, you want to know its spray pattern. So pretty much what I'm going to do right now is spray the AK up against this wall. And what you're going to see is that it's going to go up and then it's go to the right. So it's going to look like a backwards L again, just like the M4 in my previous video. So this is how it looks like. And now what you want to do is kind of reverse this into a controlled area. So you're going to want to move it down when you're spraying up in the first couple of bullets, and then to the left so that it's in a controlled space, kind of like this. So that's pretty much how you want to control your AK spray. You just want to reverse the spray pattern of whatever this is. And now in terms of bursting and tapping, the AK is actually really accurate too. Other than close range, I guess it can get kind of hectic. But in terms of AK versus M4, the AK is better long range in my opinion, but the M4 is always better close range. I mean, the perk to the AK is that it's a it's a one bullet headshot kill, so it does have its nice perks you can compare to the M4. So tabbing with the AK is also quite simple. You just have to just shoot your normal bullets. AK bullets always go where you want them to go. As I said before, spraying is probably the only weakness the AK has. Like, as you can see, my bullets are also in a very controlled space. Like, you don't really need to worry too much about this pattern here when you're one tapping, because wherever your crosshair is placed, they will go to it. As you can see, bursting is also quite simple. Just 3 bursts. 3 bursts move, 3 bursts move, 3 bursts move. So it does go a little up, so if you want to burst down like a little bit like that and just move your crosshair down, it's also really good. Like that. That was actually kind of perfect. Anyways, that's basically it for how to use an AK guide. And what I'm gonna show you next is crosshair placement on D-Dust 2, which is pretty much the easiest way to learn how to use any gun and how to properly what angles to properly hold and stuff like that. And I'm just going to show you for T-side and pretty much how to use the AK to its maximum potential on this map. So anyways, basically on Terrace you're always going to have to buy an AK, but with the new update, the Krieg and the AUG are really powerful too, so not too sure how the new meta is going to work out. But yeah, generally people buy AKs or OPS. And now I'm going to go over basically every role, kind of on a proper default, and what angles to hold and what angles to get, or what kills to get. Sorry. So, for starters, when you're going long, and let's say it's late into the round and you just want to clear anything, that's basically what I'm going to go over with the whole method of this this crosshair placement guide is going to be, of just late game what you want to clear out and stuff like that. So you always want to pre-aim the corners you're checking. So this, you should already have a kind of an idea on where to aim. Best way to figure this out is to go in a server by yourself or DM, because muscle memory really helps. But you just always want to pre-aim the spot you're gonna clear. So I really want to clear long door, and if somebody's peeking it, they're here and they're already in my crosshair, and this is an easy kill for me because of Peeker's advantage, kinda, because it still kind of exists. But anyways, so what I do here is I just pre-aim the section of the door I think the counter terrace is going to be, and if everything's clear, you'd come here and just continue keeping your crosshair exactly where you think their head will be. So corners to clear when coming out long, I always clear this blue bin. People play here a lot, close long, and always make sure to check this and this side of the door, because people tend to play here a lot late into the game. You always check pit 2 for their head. Right over here, this is where they're going to be. They could even be down a little more, I think. But this is generally the area. So you should always pre-aim this one coming out long A. People can also be here, but this is just reflex. And here as well. Always clear these corners. And always clear pit as well. And what you want to do when coming out along A like this is just jump it straight into the pit, because now you can see all along A plat and just know what to hold. And like I said, you just can't learn this from a video. You'd actually have to go inside a DM server and continuously practice this and gain muscle memory. So for now, what you're doing in pit now is just you want to hold the connector, and just you more than likely won't hit this shot. It's a pretty hard shot to hit if the other person jiggle peeks and stuff like that. But where you want to aim is kind of close to the shadow. Like if you can see the shadow over here, and if you're in pit, you want to hit the top of the shadow. That's the exact spot their head will be. Always clear out game helper. That was what you called it in 1.6. Not really sure what anybody else calls it, but that's what game helper is. And it's pretty hard to run across slung without a proper smoke here, so you more than likely won't be peeking into this if you're doing an A take. So, but if you are, always check the right side of CT spawn, check the dark spot, and then check this, because people tend to play there a lot. But if there's 99% should be a smoke there at most times. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward if you're coming off of cat as well. What you want to pre-aim is cat stairs, which is right here. This is where they'll play. Always clear that. Here's another pretty interesting spot to also play for CTs, so you always clear this. Top of the stairs as well is really important, and behind this box. Over here as well. And this. So when you're coming up A from catwalk, now this is what gets really hard, because there's so many things to clear. So you want to jiggle peek goose at first, and make sure you're always pre-aiming, of course. Jiggle peek it if you see nothing. Jiggle peek the A box. If you don't see anything either, jiggle peek the ramp, because they can be here. This is where most operators like to play. So see nothing there, they're pretty much either game helper or long. So it's pretty common for operators to be on the ramp, because then they can move around a little bit more instead of just being secluded to one area like Goose, for example. So like I said, I will continue to say it, you need to go in a server by yourself, learn where to aim your crosshair, because it's kind of different for every res, and you need to DM a lot to get proper muscle memory. So that's also really, really helpful. But in terms of just shooting the AK, you just need to get the hang of it. You can't just expect to wake up one day and automatically know how to shoot a gun. So proper usage of practice time is what I really recommend. But anyways, yeah, that's where to usually check for people at the A site. So coming out of mid, what I normally would do is always clear this, and make sure to clear this left side, because people do play here. Check spawn, and then wide peek this, and they can always be there. Check the dark spot again, check CT spawn over there, check this corner. And now peeking B is kind of really scary, because if they have an opera window or an opera planks, it's free kill for them kind of. So jiggle peek this if you don't see anybody, jiggle peek the window, and they're more than likely going to be there if nobody's playing on mid. So window, really recommend just first guy wide peeking and trying to trade the kill. But on doing a proper mid take, you'd always have this smoked off anyways. Not like that, but a little bit better. And clear the door as well. Jiggle peeking corner is best method of clearing things. It's kind of a harder shot for the CTs to hit. And if people play here, it's kind of a free kill for the terrorists too. You can just trade it easier, and it's like there's only going to be one person in B. But now clearing B from B tunnels. Single box. People tend to play there a lot as well. Always clear single box. If you walk in the right side of B, clear this later into the round, but always have a teammate walking in with you at the same exact time. Make sure that he clears plat, and then he checks close sight for you and checks that box and checks back plat. And then here people play, so always check this, run out and just shoot it. And then while you both are coming in, you know that's clear. Left guy should always hold closet while this guy's peeking the right. Then left guy should walk up, creep closet if he didn't see anything plat. Make sure to always be aware of this box as well. And if everything should be clear from there. It's pretty straightforward. You come here, check this. Somebody's back of sight, you'll see them when you're checking this box. Always be aware of that somebody could be opting spawn though, from A. So if you don't have the door smoked off, just be really aware of that. And when you're peeking window, again, just be aware of the spawn. You can see spawn. That's pretty much it on like where to look exactly when taking sites. Now what I'm going to show you is basically what I did in my last guide, where I would pretty much play against bots and show you like the different techniques I use in killing people. So yeah, here we go. My different techniques now that I switched the map, and how exactly to shoot the different styles of shooting: bursting, tapping, spraying. So I'm gonna show you how to do it against bots. So now I have my different bots, and now what I want to do is determine what range I like to burst and tap in. So pretty much from this range it should be pretty simple. Just tap the bots or the enemy's head. From that distance, you never want to spray or burst or tap from a distance like this. Like what you want to do is just spray down the enemy. So like you'd have to go in a server, like I said again, DM, and determine like what range you'd want to shoot in. But generally, distances like these, bursting and tapping, most effective way of killing people. And now spraying with the AK, like I said, is a little bit random. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. But spraying, you want to pretty much spray in ranges like this when you're pretty close to the person. So spraying. That was kind of a spray. Bursting from that far. You spray like that. And the AK is pretty straightforward when it comes to shooting. Like I said, it's a one bullet headshot kill, so it only takes one bullet to kill a CT. So aim for the head. There's no harm in not aiming for the head. And like in my previous M4 guide, I showed you a trick on how to spray and crouch. So you can do the same thing with the AK when you're spraying somebody. Crouch up and down when you're in a firefight against the person, so they have a harder time hitting your head. So that's pretty much it on proper AK placements and bursting and stuff like that. So like I keep preaching to all of you, best way to get good with the gun, DM and just go in a server by yourself and learn the proper angles, and you'll eventually become a pro. So anyways, thanks guys for watching this video. This is Lucky from NETCODE Illuminati. For more content like this or from other pros, please tune in NETCODE Illuminati.